headquarters. We are told that the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has just about arrived at the CBI offices. My colleague Siddhant is with us on the broadcast. Siddhant, is he there? What can you tell us?
Well, yes, Manish Sisodia has just gone inside CBI headquarters, and this is the main gate of CBI headquarters where you can see journalists and the cameras are trying to capture Manish Sisodia as he has managed to enter from the other gate where media was not present. So Manish Sisodia has gone inside. We have been told that in next 15 to 20 minutes, there's a possibility of probe getting started with Manish Sisodia. And this is his car, which is getting parked right now at CBI headquarters. And we can see movement outside the CBI headquarters. In fact, inside the CBI premises, because some of the Aam Aadmi Party workers have managed to gather outside CBI headquarters, including Somnath Bharti and many others, those who are related and are involved in this entire liquor policy scam case. So they are also present here. Manish Sisodia's vehicle is getting parked here at CBI headquarters. We are cutting to those shots and he has gone inside the CBI. In next 15 to 20 minutes, there's a possibility of Manish Sisodia interrogation will start, and he will be questioned about his role in the entire excise policy, as he was the minister in charge.
Right. Siddhant, let me take this across to Arunima as well. Arunima, like Siddhant was mentioning, so much of pomp and show, an entire cavalcade which was moving along with Manish Sisodia, and then he chooses to actually take the back gate to enter the CBI headquarters. Speaks volumes about what really is happening over here. However, what more can you tell us when it comes to the CBI sources now that he has arrived and he's already there before the CBI?
Well, he wasn't given much of a choice by the Delhi police. You saw the huge cavalcade that was following, but at the end, it was only this group of people, about 5 or 7 people, who ultimately accompanied them. They had one poster, they rid a bike, they were on a bike, and then they were stopped at barricade number 2. This is the point that I'm standing at, is barricade number 2. There is a third line of barricade and then the CBI headquarters. And there at the headquarters also, he was instructed specifically to move in without the glare of the media, denying him any opportunity to again speak to the press and make this into a political matter. Because from here on, this is a completely professional investigation, as CBI calls it. They do not want him to create a tamasha, so to say, outside the headquarters. The line of questioning, he's just being taken to the room where the investigating officers are sitting. All the top brass of the CBI is at the Pragati Maidan, where the Executive Council of the Interpol is meeting currently, and then there's a press conference scheduled. So the focus is there, but the CBI realizes that this has been made very high profile by the politics that the Aam Aadmi Party has done. They have specific questions from Mr. Sisodia about how this liquor policy was decided upon, whether there was change of money, because that's the charge. Crores of rupees exchanged hands between people who got the liquor license and people who are suspected or reportedly close to Mr. Sisodia. Why did this money exchange hand? Why was the excise policy ultimately withdrawn if the Aam Aadmi Party government thought everything was all right with that policy? Specific questions for him. Questioning begins even as we speak.
Right. Arunima, we just had a press conference that is still continuing of the BJP. Sambit Patra was presiding over that press conference, and these were the what he termed as technical questions that BJP is also asking the Aam Aadmi Party, and that's the charge. One thing that has been put to forth back in the discourse time and again is also, why were manufacturers given that, the duty of retail? And why this U-turn on the new liquor policy? We in fact have also live shots of Manish Sisodia, the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, as he is in fact getting into the CBI headquarters for questioning. Arunima and Siddhant, my colleagues, are over there at the CBI headquarters as Manish Sisodia has just about entered. So we can see the visuals of the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister all set for appearing before the probe agency. Yes, Arunima.
Yes, so Mr. Manish Sisodia is making his way in. He will be questioned inside the CBI headquarters. He was taken in. I think if the idea was to speak to the waiting media outside the gate as well, that is something that CBI and the Delhi police wanted to avoid, and that is why all the workers have been stopped here itself. Just a handful of them were allowed till this point, and then from this barricade, Mr. Sisodia went right in. The questioning is beginning in the next couple of minutes, so to say. He will be given time to read through whatever whatever papers the CBI has recovered, the questions that they have, there is an option of giving his answers in writing, signing on the answers that he gives, so that there is no, allegation later that his answers were not recorded verbatim. So that is the procedure that will be followed. This could be a long drawn questioning. It could, it may not end on day one itself. That we'll have to wait and see, depending on how it develops, what the IO thinks of the answers being given by Mr. Sisodia. There is a possibility that this could be stretched for the next few hours or more, perhaps.
All right, Arunima, stay on with us. Let me take this across to my colleague Anshul as well. He was actually following that cavalcade of Manish Sisodia. Anshul, while this entire pomp and show continued before Manish Sisodia arrived at the CBI offices, and then he's had to just leave all that and entered with just a handful of people along with him to the CBI officers as he appears before the CBI. What really ensued before? Because we are told that there was slight delay. 20 minutes later is when he has arrived at the CBI headquarters.
So yes, the kind of procession that was initially gathered to take Manish Sisodia from his residence to Aam Aadmi Party office, and from Aam Aadmi Party office to Rajghat, and then finally from Rajghat to the CBI headquarters. Currently, I am standing at the CBI headquarters, and there was a massive traffic jam across the entire route because of the kind of procession that was going ahead with Manish Sisodia. Hundreds of bikes, hundreds of vehicles were actually trailing him in reaching him to the CBI office. And once he has reached the CBI office, I like to show you the visuals over here. The workers of Aam Aadmi Party have now sat on a dharna right outside the CBI headquarters, where the police will now be making announcements for them from this location, or else they would be detained. Trying to make sure that not much crowd is allowed to gather over here, because this is a very, very area. On one hand, there is CBI offices. On the other hand, there is the CGO complex, the Central Government Offices complex, and just across the road, NIA as well. So yes, very high security area. Many national investigating agencies actually operate from here. Their secretariats are here, and that is the reason why the police is making sure that not many people are allowed to gather over here. However, if you see in the visuals over here, many protesters, many supporters of the Aam Aadmi Party have already gathered over here with the flags, with the banners. Aaj ke Bhagat Singh, with photos of Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain. So yes, this is the kind of messaging that the Aam Aadmi Party is very adamant in giving. We saw the same kind of action happening when Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi were questioned by the ED as well, and the same kind of action we are seeing yet again, but this time around by the Aam Aadmi Party. So yes, hundreds of workers gathered outside the CBI headquarters on either end of the road, be it this end of the road where there is the NIA, or the other end of the road. All the workers have gathered over here on either side of the road.
Possible to speak to any of the Aam Aadmi Party leaders and workers who, of course, are putting their weight behind the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister? There is ample sloganeering that we can hear as and when you talk to us also. Is there a possibility that we can get in a word?
I'll just try and get in a word from a few of workers who have gathered over here. Sir, कहाँ से आए हैं आप लोग?
तुगलकाबाद से।
अच्छा, मनीष सिसोदिया जी को आज बस इन्वेस्टिगेशन का हिस्सा बनने के लिए बुलाया गया है, तो ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है आपको कि आज उनको अरेस्ट किया जाएगा?
इनका क्या भरोसा, सत्येंद्र जैन को भी तो इसीलिए बुलाया था।
सत्येंद्र जैन को ईडी ने बुलाया था, वो भी काफी देर बाद बुलाया था, लेकिन क्यों लग रहा है
ईडी है या सीबीआई एक ही पार्ट है?
क्यों बुलाया गया, ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है कि आज ही क्यों बुलाया गया मनीष सिसोदिया जी को?
अब ये तो ईडी वाले सीबीआई वाले बताएंगे ना।
आप लोगों का क्या मैसेज है? आप लोग इतने भारी मात्रा में आए, आप लोग क्या मैसेज देना चाहते हैं?
देखिए, ये आजादी की दूसरी लड़ाई मान के चलो इसे आप। इनकी जो डिक्टेटरशिप चल रही है ना, ऐसे शासन नहीं चलता। ये आजादी की दूसरी लड़ाई है, जिसको आज मनीष सिसोदिया जी, सत्येंद्र जैन जी और आम आदमी पार्टी का एक वर्कर इसमें हिस्सा ले रहा है।
तो ये आजादी की दूसरी लड़ाई लड़ी जा रही है। दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ मैसेजिंग दैट इज बीइंग गिवन आउट बाय द वर्कर्स ऑफ द आम आदमी पार्टी।